I used to sleep in alleys. Cold cement under my ribs. The world stepped over me every day. I was invisible, a ghost wearing hand-me-downs with holes. That was before I met her. She saw me sitting outside a bakery one rainy morning, soaking wet, hungry, ignored by everyone. But she didn't look away. She handed me a warm pastry and said, "You look like you need a second chance." I had no idea then just how many secrets she held behind those soft eyes. We got married 3 years later. She never talked much about her past. Said her parents were gone. Said she had no family left. But once, just once, late at night when the power went out and the candles threw shadows across her face, she whispered, "I used to have a twin." I laughed nervously. She didn't. She wasn't like me, she said, eyes unfocused. She was wrong. I chalked it up to a dream, or maybe trauma. I never pressed. Until tonight. There was a knock at the door. It was exactly 3:33 a.m. Sharp. We weren't expecting anyone. We live at the edge of town, no neighbors for a mile. She froze before the knock even came a second time. When I opened it, my blood ran cold. There she was. Same face. Same eyes. Same smile. But colder. Her lips curled into something that looked like a grin, but didn't feel like one. "Hi, sister." I turned to my wife, waiting for her to run forward.
Cry.
Embrace. But she just stood there.
Pale.
Silent. Like she'd seen a ghost. Or worse, like she was seeing something she buried alive. The woman at the door invited herself in. And just like that, the night stopped feeling real. She didn't blink. Didn't take off her coat. Just stared at my wife and said, "You should have told him." Told me what? They talked in circles. About promises. About a deal made long ago. About someone named Mother. I couldn't keep up. Every time I asked, they changed the subject. Until I followed her, the twin, down into our basement. I never go down there. It's hers.
She keeps it locked.
But now the door was open. I don't know what I expected. Cobwebs? Old boxes? I didn't expect a wall of photographs. Thousands of them. All of the same girl, the same face, in different places. Boarding schools. Forests, mental hospitals. Cages. And there, in the center, one photograph circled in red ink, the night she escaped. I turned around. The twin was smiling at me. She tried to erase me. Tried to have a normal life. Even married someone with nothing so she could feel pure. But I've always been watching. And you're not what you pretend to be either. That's when I realized she wasn't talking to my wife anymore.
She was talking to me.
Because I wasn't just some charity case my wife rescued. I had secrets too. Secrets deeper than memory. Before the streets, before the shelter, I'd been someone else. Someone dangerous. Someone very rich. And someone they were both looking for. The fortune they were circling around wasn't money. It was me. Back upstairs, my wife was crying. "I wanted to protect you," she said. From her. From them. From who you used to be. But I was remembering now. The codes. The vaults. The night I disappeared after refusing their offer. The fire. The lies. Everything came rushing back. And now the twin was in her house. Smiling. Waiting. "You'll have to choose," she said. "One of us stays. One of us goes. The blood can't be split anymore." I looked at both of them. Identical faces. Same history. Different motives. But the scariest thing? I didn't know who was telling the truth anymore. And maybe I never did. The lights flickered. The twin reached into her coat. My wife whispered, "Please don't remember." But it was too late. I remembered everything. The offshore accounts. The project. The last experiment. And the file labeled subject, Gemini. The story isn't over. It's just beginning. And when the lights came back on, one of them was gone. But I'll never tell you which one. Because even now, even as I write this, I'm not sure which one I chose. All I know is, she calls me by name. And it feels right, even if it's wrong. If you think your past is buried, ask yourself, what would you do if it came knocking at your door? Like,
share,
Subscribe for more spine-chilling mysteries, hidden identities, and true mind-bending stories. Stay tuned, because some secrets never stay dead.